Now, Stacey Solomon is right here, back with the second series of Sort Your Life Out. Jeez, Stacey is here now. That really is such a brilliant way to show people just how much they've hoarded.
Do you know what? It really is phenomenal, the amount of stuff we can hold on to. But I don't think there's... I think most people could probably empty a drawer or a cupboard and find, like, 12 hairbrushes. And it sounds ridiculous because you're like, why do I need 12 hairbrushes? But you accumulate stuff when you don't know what you've got and you just keep getting it and getting it and getting it. And then, obviously, then it gets to the warehouse and even sometimes we're like, oh, my God.
I know, when you see it spread out like that.
Yeah, it is.
You think, for goodness sake, how did you manage to get all that into your house
How
in the
did
first
it fit in the first place?
I know.
Honestly, we have so much fun doing it, and every family that lets us into their house, we're always so grateful because, you know, people can judge you and be like, oh, why have you got so much stuff and how have you let it get like that?
Yeah.
And actually, we all get to points in our lives where we struggle with, like, the overwhelming amount of stuff, and we're sort of almost conditioned to want to buy stuff all the time.
Sure.
So you think you need more and more and more.
Yeah. I mean, my husband will be right there with you because he's just cleaned out his garage and he's the happiest boy in the world because everything is beautiful and it's all got...
so good.
Won't last, of course it won't, because all the stuff that comes in. But I think we all need to do that, and this time of year is perfect to actually do this, isn't it?
Even me at home, you know when you get to the end of the year and it's Christmas and you're like, oh, that can wait, everything can wait. You shut the door on it, don't you?
Yes.
Because there's so much else going on. You're finishing up school, you're trying to sort everything else out around you. So January, when the 1st of January comes, I honestly almost get a buzz out of thinking, I'm going to sort my own life out now.
It's great, actually. It's good for your head.
Yeah, it does.
It really is, Stacey. It makes you feel better when you've got things tidied out.
And I don't know, well, I mean, I don't know if everyone's the same, but I also enjoy the process.
I don't mind it. There's a point where I think, I wish I hadn't started this. And if you can get over that point, about halfway...
If you can push past that one.
Just keep going. Then you do, and you do feel better.
It feels so good.
But is your house not absolutely the most neat and tidy house that ever was?
No, I've got really tidy corners.
Tidy corners?
I have.
Tidy corners are good.
I cannot do everything at once. And I actually think that's one of the biggest mistakes that we make when we're sorting things out, is we go, oh, I'm going to sort out the whole kitchen.
Yeah, you can't.
It's impossible. No one could do that unless you've got a week off. You can sit in that kitchen. So I'll do, like, cupboard at a time.
Yeah.
And I'll just enjoy that cupboard while it lasts. You know what I mean? I'll just keep opening the tea cupboard and going, oh, that looks good.
Are your children very neat and tidy, or are they just like all kids?
It's funny because I think it's in you, isn't it? It's either in you or it isn't.
Oh, absolutely.
My eldest is absolutely happy to live in, like, a pigsty.
Okay.
He loves it, and I let him fester in there. It's not my job to tidy his room, so if that's how he wants to live, then that's how he lives. My middle is really regimented, can't function at all unless everything's in the right place. So he's really tidy. And then the little ones are little ones, isn't they? You have to sing the tidy up song 17,000 times a day just to get them to put one toy.
There's a tidy up song? Is there? Tell me it.
I don't think it's just that tidy up, everybody tidy. I don't even know where that came from. It must be a TV show, everybody tidy up.
It sounds brilliant, because if you can do things to music, that's great. You look terrific. You've got the most perfect little bump there. Oh. And this was a wee surprise, but what a lovely surprise. But it's kind of imminent, isn't it?
Yeah, nearly there now. Yeah, very soon. We're just so grateful. It was a surprise. But we're so grateful that we get the chance to do it again. We love being parents, and we can't believe how lucky we've been to...
It really is. And listen, have you trained your Joe? Is he quite neat now? Is he...
No. Joe doesn't live like that. See, this is something as well, I think, that it took me ages to come to terms with, is not everyone wants to be organised and tidy, and that's absolutely fine, Stacey.
See, I don't understand that.
I know.
I'm like, because I'm Mrs. Tidy, I don't get it.
But that's how I function. So that's how... So people say to me, how do you keep things organised, like, when you've got kids and dogs? I couldn't have kids and dogs and a job if it wasn't organised. I wouldn't be able to function, and my life would just not work. Whereas Joe's the opposite. He lives in a mess that he understands, and that's how he functions.
Right.
So everyone's different in terms of how their brain works and what gets them through each day.
No,
Does that
true.
make sense?
No, it absolutely makes sense.
So, no, I haven't changed him. He does try really hard, bless him. But, yeah, he still uses every utensil in the kitchen when he cooks, every single one, and then leaves it out.
Does that not drive you crazy?
A part of it, yeah. Well, but he's so amazing in other ways. Like, he's the most incredible dad and husband, and So, yeah, if he leaves the pans out, he leaves the pans out, doesn't he?
It's not the end of the world, is it? It's not the end of the world. It absolutely is not. I just think that you've managed to have this balance. You've got it sorted, it seems.
No
But
one's ever got anything. I mean, we do our best, don't we?
Yes.
It's really funny because I think everyone sort of looks in on other people's lives and thinks, oh, that's perfect, that's the way you want it. Sometimes I look at the postman and I go, oh, what a lovely life. Like, do you know what I mean? I think, I wonder what he's doing now after the rounds. Like, where's he going? And I think it's just the intrigue of how other people are living and what they're doing and what's going on. But no, nothing I do is perfect and sorted. I'm grateful just to be alive, genuinely. So most of the time I'm quite high-spirited.
No, you are.
And happy.
You are. That's the thing about you. You're a real optimist, and that comes across when you're on the swimming, when you're on the panel.
Oh.
You know, that really does. And I know that you love doing that.
I do. I love being with the girls. I love talking about things that we feel passionate about. I love the show. Again, I'm just grateful to be on there. You know, like when I went on X Factor 14 years ago.
Never 14 years ago?
Yeah. My Zach, who was 1 at the time, is going to be 15 this year, and I think, oh my God, where did that go? But I never thought I would have. I never even thought I'd be on a show like The X Factor, let alone have the opportunities like Sort Your Life Out, Loose Women that I've been able to have since then. So every time I get to do something like that, I genuinely am just like, thank goodness, this is amazing. And you just got to keep enjoying it because you never know when it'll be gone and when those things aren't going to be there.
No,
so.
well, listen, I don't think you have to worry about that. And Sort Your Life Out, it returns Wednesday, the 25th, yeah?
Yes.
25th of January, 9 o'clock, BBC One. Get sorted. I mean, it is fascinating. Thank you so much, Stacey.
Thanks for having me,
and
Lorraine.
good luck with the baby, because it's any day.
Any day. You could be delivering it, Lorraine.
Well, Dr Hilary, look, we've told him to stay. Just in case. Just in case.